I know that we've all heard about the David and Celeste case. What I'm about to tell you is far more sadistic and twisted than you could even imagine, and I guarantee you 75% of you don't know what I'm about to say. There is this source that I've been following for a very long time on Twitter since this entire case happened. His name is Stephen Fisher, and he is a world-renowned private investigator. This is his Twitter if you want to go follow him. He is showing court documents. He is at the court listening to these hearings. So he was hired by the landlord of the house that David was staying in, and he was there the very next day that the car was impounded. He released on Twitter so many things that he was able to find, including many hard drives, obviously the incinerator, and he has been 10 toes down about David not being the only one charged. This man is fighting for justice for Celeste. There's a lot of evidence that he's been keeping in his back pocket that he said he cannot disclose, obviously, until this all becomes public through court, and I have a feeling we are about to hear some really sick and twisted stuff. He shared that David had been receiving mail, including the incinerator, under somebody else's name, which leads us to believe that he had this plan the entire time and was really trying to stay low-key about it. He knows that the last time Celeste has been seen in that house is entering in early April, and she never came out. Now, before I get into this, which was just released through court documentation, I need to talk about this first. Sloan Bella is a very well-known medium on YouTube. She has been for many years. And about a month after the discovery, she did a reading on Celeste, but before I tell you what was in that reading, this woman, also a medium, had a very similar reading. Now, this one was from 8 days ago. She streamed this live, I believe, on YouTube, and this was like a second follow-up reading, but her first reading and Sloan Bella's first reading were eerily identical. And they were both posted around the same time, kind of debunking whether or not they were piggybacking off of each other. But when you hear what both of these ladies had to say, both of them said that this was some type of ritual. They both have said that this was not the first one. They both said that she was begging, David, please, you promised me. And the sick and twisted part is that they both said that this was some sort of pay-per-view, that somebody else was there filming it. This wasn't just filmed on David's phone. And we know from the court records that there is 40 terabytes of data that they have to sift through as evidence. And we also know what else they found in David's phone. And I just have this big feeling that this is all going to come to light, at least in the courtroom. And it has now been released, and David was charged with, well, one of his charges were offing her for financial gain. So what we now know is she was basically a witness in their case, if you know what I'm saying, the adult being in a relationship with a child that was being taken to legal measures. And so in order to save his career, he decided to get rid of her. This is straight evidence, but what these two ladies said was excruciating. They said that she thought that she was going to be in some type of production, whether it was a music video, like it was a whole setup. It wasn't just a random thing that was happening. She was lured into this space thinking that it was going to be something that she was going to enjoy, and they were having fun, and then everybody turned on her. These ladies both said that she was in agony, that she was alive for most of it. This was many months ago. New court records